Drake's been in the thick of it with those Twitter spats, wild brawls, and diss tracks.
I'll probably hold a grudge against you guys till I'm 75.
Now you've got famous celebs giving him a piece of their mind, telling him to cool it, or he's going to win the prize for his disrespect. And of course, Drake doesn't seem too concerned, so these celebs are clapping back at his toxic vibes. Over the years, Drake's realness has been in question, suggesting he's had ghostwriters and exaggerated a tough upbringing he might not have actually experienced. Fans claim that he uses his diss tracks to publicly spar with other artists and even takes these feuds to social media. And if there were a competition for the most feuds in hip-hop history, he'd certainly be a strong contender. Is he using these feuds to stay in the spotlight, or is he just naturally that toxic?
Oh, have you seen this picture? The guy who tatted it is a though. I will tell you that. I don't with that guy. You to that tat artist, by the way, because you're a for real. And you should lose your job, and you should never do tattoos again. I don't you, and if I ever see you, I'm gonna you up.
Now let's unpack Drake's latest and most controversial feuds, starting off with Drake and Kanye and his then wife, Kim Kardashian. Drake's unlikely to let go of the grudge against Kanye West for producing Pusha T's track Infrared. He felt like West intentionally teamed up with someone who had no love lost for him. Drake thought that all the praise West heaped on him in interviews wasn't genuine. And to add fuel to the fire, West accused Drake of making moves on his soon-to-be ex-wife, Kim Kardashian. In 2018, instead of enjoying the holiday season with his family, Kanye West took to Twitter, firing off tweets aimed at Drake. He made it clear that he had never touched on anything related to family when it came to Drake. West expressed his frustration, saying, "He followed my wife on Instagram. I don't have beef with no one. Love everyone, but don't follow my wife on Instagram." Eventually, Kim stepped in and defended her then husband, saying, "Drake never threatened my husband or our family. He paved the way for there to be a Drake." In his song In My Feelings, he mentions Kiki, and some folks believe it's a reference to Kim Kardashian.
Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me.
One-line disses saying, "So when you're like, oh, I don't know where it came from. You too smart for that, bruh." Very recently, Drake dropped a diss track where he threw some major shade at Kanye West. In 8 a.m. in Charlotte, Drizzy doesn't hold back, and fans believe he's taking shots at Kanye West. Drizzy promises to hold on to his grudge until I'm 75.
I'll probably hold a grudge against you guys till I'm 75.
Anyway, Drake's beefs find their way into diss tracks, but a rumor surfaced that music producer and mogul Diddy got physical with Drake. The details leading up to this alleged altercation remain unclear, though it might have been related to some business matters. The producer Boy One Da sent the same beat to both Drake and Diddy, but Diddy didn't use it for months. Drake went ahead and used it for one of his tracks on his album Six God, and that track ended up doing well. Diddy might not have been too happy about that. However, the feud wasn't just business but personal. There were whispers that Drake flirted with Diddy's then girlfriend Cassie right in front of him. Seriously, that's twice now Drake's been caught trying to swipe his friend's girls. Can someone just give him a heads up on the bro code? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Drake's collecting feuds like some people collect stars. Yep, I'm exaggerating, but you catch my drift, right? So when Common released a song called Sweet, in the track Common rapped, "Singing all around me, man, la la la, you ain't mother Frank Sinatra." Eventually, he did confirm that the track was shots at Drake. Drake then fired back at Common on the song Stay Schemin', and then Common made a remix to this record and called Drake Canada Dry, taking shots at his Canadian origins and calling out his tough guy act. According to Vibe, the two squashed their beef.
You speak up, nigga, that's all. Don't be ducking like you never wanted nothing. It's feeling like rap change.
And it looks like Drake has quite the fascination with the Kardashian girls, or should I say their significant others. Drake found himself in a feud with Tyga, Kylie Jenner's baby daddy, which started when Tyga dissed the Canadian rapper. In response, Drizzy, aka Drake, posted a picture of Kylie Jenner at his house, even though it was actually a screenshot from Party Next Door's recognized video. In track 6 p.m. in New York, he rapped that it was childish for Tyga to mention his name on world stage. Then he followed up with, "You need to act your age and not your girl's age." When Tyga began dating Jenner, she was a minor. Oh, we're not done yet. Drake's reputation as the diss track king is well earned. However, there's one rapper who really hit him with a truth bomb. Pusha T, formerly of the rap duo Clips, accused Drake of using a ghostwriter named Quentin Miller for his songs. He dropped the bombshell with his track, The Story of Adidon, which included that controversial photo of Drake in blackface. Pusha didn't stop there. He revealed that Drake had a secret child with former adult film star Sophie Brusso. But Drake, well, he's not ready to call it quits on his feud with Pusha T. In his track Scorpion, he rapped about not keeping his child hidden from the world, but rather shielding the world from his kid. Smooth, drizzy, super smooth. But could there be some truth in Pusha T's allegations? It appears so, considering Meek Mill also called out Drake for supposedly relying on ghostwriters. Meek Mill went as far as to claim that Drake didn't promote his album Dreams Worth More Than Money after finding out about the ghostwriting. He even added that if he had known Drake wasn't writing his verses, he would have excluded him from his album. This beef led to Drake dissing Meek Mill in a few songs, making things even more awkward since Meek was dating Nicki Minaj, a close friend and former label mate of Drake's, whom Minaj considered a brother. Going back to Pusha T and Drake's beef that happened a few years back, and we all thought the beef was behind us and we could enjoy a Drake and Pusha T feud-free existence. But boy, we were wrong. Drake seized the opportunity to rekindle his ongoing feud with Pusha T and took a few jabs in Pharrell's direction in his verse on Meltdown, a track featured on Travis Scott's latest album, Utopia. As the track nears its end, Drake drops a hint about Jupiter, Pharrell's high-end auction house, suggesting he might have picked up a few of Pharrell's chains there. He raps, "I melt down the chains that I bought from your boss. Give a f about all of that heritage." Drake can be seen wearing the chains in his video for Jumbotron Poppin'. One fan slammed him saying Drake is extremely toxic and needs to be evaluated, LOL. One even questioned Drake's fan base and said working on a science-based correlation BTW Drake fanship and men that chronically display toxic behaviors in relationships. Speaking of fan bases, another rapper with a massive following who recently had a feud with Drake is Joe Budden. In their latest exchange, Drake took a scathing shot at Joe Budden, claiming that he failed at music, reigniting their long-standing rivalry. This feud has stirred up quite the debate among their respective fan bases. The latest flare-up between the two began when DJ Academics, a live streamer, shared a clip from Joe Budden's self-titled podcast on his Instagram account. In the clip, Budden criticized Drake's new album, For All the Dogs, suggesting that Drake was focused on appealing to a younger audience, chasing streams and accolades. Drake wasted no time and fired back with a lengthy comment on the post, where he taunted Budden about his career and questioned his influence in the rap industry.
You are 36. Your birthday is in 20 days. I Googled that too. You only 37 years old. Get the f away from some of these younger niggas and stop f***ing these 25-year-olds.
Drake fired back saying, "We know you for doing this. You withdrew from rap not because you accomplished all you need to, it's because it wasn't working for you," Drake wrote. The controversy reached its peak when both Chris Brown and Drake had deep feelings for Rihanna.
One of my best friends in the world. All my adult life, I've looked up to her even though she's younger than me. She's a living, breathing legend in our industry. Ladies and gentlemen.
Then, on the song Virginia Beach, Drake dropped the name of the school Rihanna has an honorary degree from, rapping, "Drawing conclusions like you got a Parsons degree or something. I could have treated you better, that's crazy." Oh well, considering all those diss tracks and real-life feuds. Fans calling out Drake for being toxic is a massive understatement. One fan slammed, "Hot take, Drake fell off, out of touch with the culture, created a toxic culture in which has festered into music." Well, what's your take? Do you think Drake is simply toxic and his music follows suit? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe and notification bell to stay updated on all the celebrities you love and love to hate.